Hey folks, welcome back to Ace Attorney.
Now then, will the defendant, Miss Lana Skye, please take the stand?
Miss Lana Skye, you are the chief prosecutor? I'm sure you're aware of what is required of you. But Mr. Edgeworth, you already know everything. You know all that I've done these past 2 years.
Please provide the court with your testimony, Miss Skye. And remember, you are under oath. We want to hear the truth.
Of course. The truth. Lana, no matter what happens, I'll always be your sister.
Now then, your testimony, if you will. First, tell us about your relationship with Chief Gant.
Everything hinges on your testimony. You're the only chance we have to get to Gant. Okay. And here we are, probably the last days of our trial. Well, here we go. I worked alongside Gant for years. There's no truth to this blackmail theory. I fabricated the evidence 2 years ago, all by myself. When I found Prosecutor Marshall's body, I rearranged the crime scene. My only motivation was to get Dark convicted. It had nothing to do with Emma. Okay, no. I think we already know that's not true.
Are you sure about this testimony?
Your Honor, I'm confessing to a capital offense. Of course I'm sure. But, Lana!
If this is true, then that means Chief Gant has nothing to do with this.
That's what I've been trying to tell you from the beginning. Please, Mr. Wright, you've got to help her. She's sacrificing herself because of me.
But what if she's telling the truth? Well, she's not. She can't be.
She's not. I know my own sister. Whenever she speaks stiffly like that, she's hiding something. Deep down, she's really screaming in agony.
Yeah. This is no time to start second-guessing myself. The defense may now cross-examine. Okay. Alright. Okay, let's look back on this again.
Did you do so to help your sister? Joe Dark was a serial killer. My sister almost became his last victim that day. I didn't want that incident to ruin her life.
But what she did was justifiable self-defense. She wouldn't have been charged with anything.
That's not the point. She was traumatized that day, all because of that creep. That's why I couldn't even forgive him. Lana.
So that's why you fabricated the evidence 2 years ago? Okay, I was hoping I'd get more about Gant then, but okay. You say you did this all by yourself?
Yes. Would you mind telling us what you found when you arrived at the crime scene? It seems I was the first person to discover the scene.
Wait, what?
The broken Prosecutor Award knife was stuck in the victim's body.
What? Yeah, that doesn't sound right. Yeah. That's what you should have found. But Prosecutor Marshall died from an unfortunate accident.
That's only a situation that you dreamed was possible.
Don't do this.
The reality is, it wasn't my sister who took the prosecutor's life. Fantasize all you want, Mr. Wright, but I'll never change the statement.
You mean Prosecutor Marshall wound up being killed by Dark?
Something like that.
If that is so, what happened to the other murder weapon? Dark was carrying a switchblade knife.
Oh, that was lying on the floor a little distance away.
What?
It was probably knocked away during the struggle.
That's not how it went down. She's trying to cover up her lies with more lies.
All just to protect me.
So when you found the scene like this, what did you do? After all, this is what everything boils down to.
Yes.
Okay, oh. What?
I broke off the tip of Dark's knife, planted it inside the wound, then moved the body.
Okay.
My only motivation for it to get Dark.
Okay, hold on, wait a minute.
Wait, then move the body.
Okay, wait, what? Okay, because if she found the scene like we think she found it, then the body was already in her office, so... Actually, wait, yeah, why would she move the body? I mean... I don't know. Wait. You planted the tip of Dark's knife, and then you moved the body. Yeah. But why? Why would you do that?
You of all people should know, Edgeworth. You've always had a good head on your shoulders.
My head isn't that bad, but maybe I'd ask for the sake of the others. I mean, okay, the knife might make sense, because... like, you wanted to make it look like Dark did it, I guess. Moving the body feels a little weird, right? I mean, maybe this is a thing where, like, either one would work? When you showed up on the scene, where exactly was the victim's body?
It was where you deduced it was, by Chief Gant's desk.
Okay. But the body was found by your desk. Yeah, okay, that's what I thought. Yeah. Why did you move it there?
The reason for that is simple.
Let's have the witness explain this in more detail. The reason Miss Skye moved the body. Oh, okay, we're moving on? The pieces of the jar that shattered during the events threaten my plan. I don't know about this. Pieces of the jar? You mean...
Yes, that wretched jar you showed us earlier. In order to show that Dark committed the crime, I thought it would be more expedient to move the body.
So, when you first found the body, the jar was already...
Of course. It had already been shattered to pieces. If you looked at the crime scene, it would be clear right away what happened. Neil Marshall was dead, and Dark was lying unconscious. In other words, the jar must have broken during the struggle?
I see. What's the matter, Emma?
Apparently the jar was shattered at the time the crime was committed. But I have a feeling there's more to it than that.
I think I know what it is. Wait.
Anyway, I committed this fabrication completely alone.
Okay, wait, no, hold on. Because... oh my god, wait, yeah, because our theory was that Neil apparently wrote Emma's name in blood after he had been stabbed and as he was dying. That was the theory. Which means that at the time he was dead, the jar should have been still intact. So when did it break? Is that what this is? Wait, hold on. This feels like a risk. I don't know if there's like another step I need to take to get here, but like... I don't know. This feels weird. Miss Sky, I understand how you feel. You committed that crime 2 years ago to protect your sister.
You mean the forgery at the scene where Neil Marshall was murdered?
If that truth were to be exposed now, the past 2 years of your life will have been in vain. Even so, I'm compelled to bring everyone's attention to a significant contradiction within your testimony. A contradiction? In my testimony? You testified, and I quote, "The pieces of the jar that shattered during the events threatened my plan." That's right.
Do you have a problem with that?
It's a simple oversight, really. You see, a message was written on this jar with the victim's blood. Yes, the prosecutor must have written it in its final moments. Exactly so, and this is where the contradiction lies. In order for the victim to be able to write his message on the jar, it must not have yet been broken before he died. Oh! He couldn't have written Emma's name on a shattered jar.
Order! Order!
Your Honor, it would appear more information is needed in regard to this jar and its bloody message. We may be missing something critical here. Something critical? Chief Prosecutor, it seems you're as in the dark as we are about the truth towards which we're headed. What? Just tell us exactly what you saw. We'll piece together the information to arrive at the truth.
Very well. The witness may now continue her testimony.
Yeah, what the hell is going on? Okay. I immediately noticed the blood traces on the jar, but it was dark in the room and I didn't have time to check it out. To be safe, I wiped away the blood. The fragments were large, so I'm sure I got them all. All I could think about was wiping them clean before they were discovered. What?
You mean you were the one who wiped away the message in blood?
I wasn't chief prosecutor at the time. She didn't think Dark was the real murderer. That's why she tried to erase the real evidence. Oh, because she thought you did it.
Very well. The defense may now begin its cross-examination.
Okay. Let's think about this. Wait, okay. Because... See, this is why... Okay, the wording of this did not make sense to me. Because she noticed the blood on the jar, and then she refers to them as fragments. So, was it broken or was it not broken? Also, she didn't get them all, did she? Wait a minute. Okay, so it does say this in the description. Final fragment found in the safe. So she didn't get them all. Oh no. Miss Sky. I believe this jar conceals a truth even you were unaware of. What? We found the final piece of this jar in Chief Gant's safe. In the chief's safe? But how? I knew it. She really didn't know. There's something even more disturbing about that final piece. There was still blood on it.
But the witness just testified. She gathered every last piece and wiped the blood off them.
Yes, which leaves us with only one explanation. On the night Prosecutor Marshall was murdered, you were not the first one to show up on the scene. Right, because... Okay, because I was thinking that she broke the jar, but no. Yeah, Chief Gant got there before you.
But couldn't the defendant have simply missed a piece?
I'm afraid it's unlikely. The pieces are far too big for anyone to miss, let alone an ace detective.
That may well be, but everyone makes mistakes. Even I once wasted an entire day looking for my dentures.
Well, excuse me? Have you forgotten, Your Honor? When this witness arrived at the scene, the jar was already broken. Yeah, so someone broke that jar.
Oh, that.
There's no way a name could have been written on the shattered jar. Another person discovered the scene prior to the witness.
I hope you're not implying this person was Chief Gant. At the time, he was looking for Dark downstairs. Besides, even if he was there first, why would he break the jar?
The question is, if he did arrive there first, why did he hide that fact for 2 years? Well, Your Honor, can you answer us that?
Ah! No! Wait, I'm not the one on trial here.
Damon Gant arrived at the crime scene prior to the witness. He proceeded to break the jar. And purposefully hid one of the broken pieces. Question. What is this action called? Fabrication of evidence.
But why would Chief Gant do that?
In light of what happened afterwards, isn't it clear?
What happened afterwards?
Oh my god, I have to tell you everything. Discovering the scene, Lana Skye believed her sister Emma killed the victim. Determined to help her sister, she sought Gant's aid. Lending her his aid, Gant helped her create evidence that incriminated Dark, sparing Emma. And therein lies the reason. The reason why Miss Skye became the Chief's puppet. Oh, no. No! I did it on my own! Please, sis. Stop trying to protect the Chief! I can't watch you suffer anymore for my sake! No, you didn't! It wasn't you, Emma! You didn't kill anyone! Don't believe anything Mr. Wright says! Defense attorneys make up the most foul lies to defend their clients! Foul lies? Huh, imagine that coming from her.
I guess you do seem like the type who likes to twist the truth.
Oh, thanks. Wait a minute. What if... We're still smack dab in the middle of Gant's trap. Oh no. What?
Is something wrong, Mr. Wright?
Lana. Maybe right after all.
What do you mean, Wright?
So you do tell foul lies then, Mr. Wright? Miss Skye, please testify once more. But... if evidence was fabricated behind your back, then Emma's accidental killing of Prosecutor Marshall might also be a lie. But I do remember knocking over Mr. Marshall. Miss Skye, if you will. I can't. There's nothing to be afraid of anymore. This cross-examination may not change a thing. However, there is a possibility that it will, if you tell the truth. Very well. I'll testify about what I really saw.
All right. The witness may testify once more for the final time.
Okay. The final time, huh? This is it. When I arrived,
I found Mr. Marshall's body impaled on that suit of armor sword. Emma and Dark were lying unconscious on the floor nearby. When I saw what had happened, I thought she did it. That's why I erased all the evidence that linked her to the murder. I had Chief Gant help me remove the body from the sword and carry it. But if it all really was a fabrication, Emma might be innocent.
Unbelievable. The body was impaled on the armor sword.
You were the only one who saw that. If only you had proof. Actually, I do have proof. I gave it to Mr. Wright just this morning.
Oh shit, the book. What? To me?
It's a picture I took of the crime scene as I encountered it. I thought it might be needed.
But I don't remember receiving a picture like that.
Lana must have known. See, Mr. Wright? She really does have faith in you.
Wait.
Very well, Mr. Wright. Please present this picture.
Okay, you know what?
Lana said she'd give it to you this morning, right?
I seem to remember getting something from her then.
Let's check that evidence again. There must be a picture in there somewhere.
Okay, wait a minute. Can we open it? Can we do something? Okay, well, what do you know? Alright, Hey, there's a picture in here. Oh my god, that's horrific.
Oh my. This is the actual crime scene. No other detective saw the crime scene like this. Because I contacted Criminal Affairs only after I rearranged everything.
Oh my god, okay.
Mr. Wright! That piece cut out from his vest!
Oh, that's the cloth we found inside Chief Gant's safe. What's this?
This is a handprint, isn't it? The cloth! It had fingerprints on it.
Oh, we didn't... Oh... We didn't tell her yet, did we?
Whose ever fingerprints those are must be the real murderer.
What? But those fingerprints are... They're yours, Emma.
Why are your lips turning all purple, Mr. Wright?
Oh my god. Anyway, let's get on to the cross-examination. So long as you tell the truth, I should be able to flesh out the real murderer. Oh no, she... Ugh. I mean, this can't be it.
When I arrived, I found...
Wait, whoa. Huh? Oh, what is it now? Fuck off with this shit.
Come now, Edgy. This is the poorest excuse for a trial I've ever seen. Chief Gant. What, now you want me to make me out as the bad guy, too? If so, I'd like to put in a word or two in my defense.
I'm afraid it's too late for that.
What?
You already declined to testify. That means you forfeited your right to make statements of any sort.
This must be that risk we were talking about earlier.
Just sit back, relax,
and enjoy the sound of the noose tightening around your own neck. Oh, damn! Damn, I love Edgeworth. Haha! Get fucked!
Oh, so what? You think I'm worried?
Yeah.
Sorry to disappoint you, but I don't need to make any statements.
What do you mean?
The evidence will do all the talking for me. Even if I can't testify, I can still present evidence. Yes, that's true. Wait, you mean... You still have some conclusive evidence? No, I don't, but someone does. Someone? So, what's your excuse, Wright-ho? Why have you been keeping quiet about it?
No, we can't do this now.
You do have something to show us, right? Something that proves who knocked over Neil Marshall, causing his death. Conclusive evidence that leaves no room for doubt. Is this true, Mr. Wright?
No, please. Don't make me do this. If I showed that piece of evidence now, Emma's sure to be made out as a murderer.
Mr. Wright, if you have any more evidence presented now, and if you try to conceal anything, you will be the one appearing before the Board of Inquiries.
What do I do now? I better think through this carefully. I can't afford to make the wrong decision. Oh, shit. Should I present that piece of evidence? No, we can't. The one that shows who really killed Marshall. No. Absolutely not. Because there's gotta be a different way to solve this. I mean, this gotta be one of those trick questions, right? Like, we can't do it. It's gotta be a different way. Fuck this, yeah. Your Honor, I don't have any evidence I can present at this point in time.
What? You lie! Chief Garrett, you opened my safe! I know you took what was inside!
Oh, what? What is this now?
The conclusive evidence!
Huh. Was that a confession I just heard? I don't know what you're talking about. Mr. Wright, why don't you show them? We found it together!
Oh, I see. It's because you know the truth, don't you? You know whose fingerprints are on it. That's why you won't present it.
What are you talking about, Chief Gant?
Can't you figure it out? Take a good look at this picture. See the victim's vest? Notice anything odd about the chest area? It looks like a part of it's been cut out for some reason.
You mean you had this? In your safe?
What? That means you, the Chief of Police, have been concealing evidence.
Aha.
This is going to be the biggest scandal in the history of the police department.
Yeah. I mean, you basically just confessed, so what now?
Impressive. To be honest, I didn't think you'd had the gall, Righto. Well, I can't just let you pin me up as the murderer. I'll tell you what really happened. What? You mean you admitted?
Wait, then... Yeah, then it's over, right?
I was the first person to arrive at the crime scene that day. It didn't occur to me that I could use the situation to control Lana.
So you really were manipulating her?
I knew Lana. If I made it look like the blame lay with her sister, that when she saw the scene, she would ask me for my aid.
So you assisted Miss Sky?
I told her to arrange all the evidence. I had her plant the knife tip in the victim's body and move the body across the room.
And I ended up using that evidence to get Joe Dark convicted.
When I tampered with the crime scene, I hid 2 pieces of evidence. This was before Lana arrived at the scene, mind you.
2 pieces of evidence? You mean those items in your safe?
But why? For insurance, of course.
Insurance?
I was sure my plan would work, but it's always best to be prepared for the worst. I wasn't about to let anyone blame me for a murder that girl committed. You mean you were calculating that far ahead while forging other evidence? What you take me for, fool? I didn't make police chief by dumb luck. See this jar fragment? I hid the most legible part of Emma's name. I didn't expect Lana to go and wipe the blood off all the pieces.
But if you fabricated all the evidence, what's to say you didn't fabricate the message on the jar, too?
Oh ho ho ho! Some people just don't know when to quit, do they? That's why I kept one more item for insurance.
You mean that piece of cloth?
Come on, Wright-ho. Cough it up already, I know you have it.
Don't make me do this. What are you waiting for, Mr. Wright? So, you admit to it then, Chief Gant? That you were hiding the cloth you cut off the victim's vest in your safe?
Yes, I admit it. I didn't want to have to do that being the chief and all, but it's a lot better than being portrayed as a murderer. Well then, Mr. Wright, what do you have to say for yourself? Just a moment ago you said you didn't have any evidence you could present. Foolish move, Right-ho. You should have known that it then before it's too late.
It's been a long battle. But the moment of truth has finally arrived. As long as I don't mess up here, victory is mine. Wait, what? So we have to present it then? But then what was the point of the first choice? I mean, I guess we have to? Oh my god. This is gonna be bad. Your Honor, I do have evidence to present now.
Alright then. Let's see this conclusive evidence. The evidence that showed who really murdered Prosecutor Marshall.
No, don't make me do this, please. Let me verify this once more. On the day of the crime, you personally cut out this piece of the victim's vest.
Oh yes, at last you finally brought it out into the open. There's our handprint on the piece of cloth.
Your Honor, the prosecution requests that be immediately sent to a lab for analysis. This handprint on the leather must have been at a strong impact for it to be left so clearly.
You mean...
It could not have been forged. It must be authentic, conclusive evidence. Yeah, that's what I'm afraid of.
Oh ho ho! You're as slow on the uptake as ever, Worthy.
What?
Think about it. Right-ho had all this time to present this evidence. Yet he was reluctant to do so. Why would that be?
You mean you already know? You know whose fingerprints are on that. Mr. Wright, do you really know? Oh, I can't just with her looking at me like that.
Whoever the fingerprints must belong to must be the real murderer. Whose fingerprints are they?
Very well. I'll tell you. It should be okay now. Everything's proceeding as predicted. The person to whom these fingerprints belong to is... Oh, I'm so sorry.
Emma. Emma Skye?
What? They're mine? I'm sorry, Emma. But... why? Why didn't you tell me?
Oh, you're really something, Right-ho. You knew this girl did it all along, and you still tried to pin the murder on me. So it's true. Tragic, but true. This girl really did shove Prosecutor Marshall to his death.
No. How could you? You monster!
Miss Skye.
You knew whose fingerprints those were all along, yet you acted like she really didn't. Miss Skye, it's not over yet. What? I said this trial isn't over yet.
Huh. But I'm afraid it is over, my boy. Not only this trial, but your career, too. You purposely concealed this conclusive evidence. That, my friend, is a serious offense.
Oh, you're one to talk.
I'm looking forward to pressing charges after the defendant is convicted. I'll have your badge, boy. What's the matter? Can't get your tongue? Aren't you going to tell us how it feels? How it feels to be the one who single-handedly turned a poor little girl into a murderer.
Before I do that, there's just one little thing I have to clear up.
Oh, and what's that?
Who really killed Prosecutor Neil Marshall?
What?
Chief Gant, you are absolutely right. This piece of cloth proves who the real murderer is. Who killed Neil Marshall, you ask?
It was Emma Skye, wasn't it?
I'm afraid it's not possible. You see, this piece of cloth contains a critical contradiction.
What? A contradiction? What is this fool babbling about?
I'm talking about a contradiction. One that proves who the real killer is.
Mr. Wright, this piece of cloth. What could it possibly contradict?
Chief Gant, your tyrannical reign ends here. Behold, the piece of evidence that contradicts this cloth. Oh shit, I am not prepared for this! Okay. Well, my first thought was maybe the drawing? But I don't know. I don't know. I mean, can we look at this? Oh, wait! Oh my god! Wait! There's blood under the vest. Yeah, wait a minute. It's gotta be it.
And what exactly is this supposed to be?
This is the picture Miss Skye took. Take a look at it. See where the piece of his vest was cut out?
Yes. His shirt is showing underneath. It's hard to make out all the blood on his vest, though.
Exactly my point. His chest is soaked with blood, it's only natural. His lungs, no doubt, were punctured, blood poured out of his mouth.
Oh, but that piece of cloth!
No blood, right.
Wait. There's no blood on it! Oh!
Since Emma Skye's fingerprints are on this cloth, there's no doubt that she had shoved the prosecutor aside. However, Mr. Marshall was not impaled on the sword at that time.
No, this is nonsense!
Now then, Chief Gant, let me ask you something. Prosecutor Marshall was not impaled when he was shoved aside. He most likely hit his head on the ground and was knocked out. If so, then tell me, who could it have been? Who could have arrived at the scene before Miss Lana Skye, picked up the unconscious prosecutor, and impaled him on the armor's sword? Then, to make it look like Emma was responsible for the prosecutor's death, said person proceeded to write her name on the jar with the victim's blood. A jar that they then broke on purpose to leave a clue behind. And make Lana believe her sister did it. Remember what you admitted, only moments ago. That you personally cut out this bloodless piece of the victim's vest. Ironic, isn't it? Through every act of creating insurance, you proved that you were the actual murderer. I can't believe this. It's finally over. Whoa. Oh, no, don't. Oh, my ew. What?
Oh, that was close, Wright. Oh, you almost had me.
What?
Sorry, but you'll have to do much better than that. I refute your allegations. What do you mean, you refute his allegations? You see, that piece of cloth is illegal evidence.
What?
Order, order! What nonsense is this? Illegal evidence cannot be used to convict a suspect. Remember, Aji. Earlier, old Wright here concealed a piece of that cloth. So then, what's your excuse, Wright-o? You do have some conclusive evidence, don't you?
Your Honor, I don't have any evidence I can present at this point in time.
Well, it's true. The defense did refuse to present evidence. At that moment, that piece of cloth ceased to be legal evidence.
But that's not fair!
Ho 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 ho! Did you actually think you could best be in court? It looks like the last laugh's on you, son.
No, okay, come on.
I'm afraid Mr. Gunn's claim is legally correct. Well, Mr. Edgeworth?
True. Illegal evidence cannot be used to convict a person. Assuming, of course, the evidence is indeed illegal.
Well, Mr. Wright?
Wait, what? It seems at last. The time for me to reveal my plan has finally arrived. Oh. Well, this is news to me? Okay.
Mr. Wright, do you admit it? That you purposely and illegally concealed this piece of cloth?
No. That can't be right. I mean, I have to say I didn't. Well, wait. Can I look at something? I mean, I was wondering if I could read this. Oh, I can. Shit. Oh, wait! Oh, wait a minute! That's gotta be it, because Gant came back and... Wait. It was because Gant came back into the courtroom in the first place that made this possible. Wait a minute. If I know what I'm talking about here. Wait a minute. I admit, I refused to present it at one point.
Aha! So the evidence is illegal.
No. No, it isn't, Mr. Gant.
Huh?
It's not that I didn't present evidence then. It's that I couldn't.
What do you mean you couldn't?
There are certain procedures involved in presenting evidence.
No, Aji. Don't listen to his lies. He's nothing but a coward. You can't really believe.
There's only one issue left to be resolved in this trial. Is this evidence legal or not?
Very well. Let's settle this once and for all. Earlier you refused to present evidence. If you can prove your conduct was not in violation of the law, then do so now.
Okay, well... I guess we'll be... I mean, that's gotta be it, right? This is my proof, Your Honor. Evidence law.
What's this?
I've done my homework too, Chief. Indeed, Emma Sky's fingerprints were on this piece of cloth. However, at that point in time, this was merely a piece of cloth, nothing more.
What?
You see, it's written right here in this book. The second rule of evidence law. Rule number 1. No evidence shall be shown without the approval of the police department. I found this piece of evidence myself, inside your safe. Goes without saying I did not have approval from the police department. Rule number 2. Unregistered evidence presented must be relevant to the case on trial. And here is the crux of the matter. You see, at the time it was impossible for me to prove the relevance between the cloth and the SL9 incident.
What kind of nonsense is this? You want relevancy? Just take one look at this picture and...
Yeah. Sorry, but can you recall, when was that picture presented?
That was showed only a few moments ago. No.
He's right. At the beginning of today's trial, that piece of cloth was still meaningless. The person who gave it value as evidence was you, Damon Gant. Yeah, it was because you came in here and interrupted anyway. Because we didn't expect you to speak again, now here you are. You yourself confessed to a certain truth. Let me verify this once more. On the day of the crime, you personally cut out this piece of the victim's vest.
Oh, yes. No!
It was then that you approved this cloth. Yeah, approval from the police department as conclusive evidence, right? Yes, you, Chief of Police, personally approved of this cloth. The only person who could have cut this from the victim's vest is the one who stood before Prosecutor Marshall in his final moments. In other words, the real murderer. And there's only one person that could be. Damon Gant, the killer was you. Oh my lord. What's happening right now? Did he just explode? Okay.
I knew I should have gotten rid of him. That good-for-nothing scum. For 2 years he's been snooping around the department, trying to get something on me. Crimes are being committed every day, yet he insisted on hounding me.
Well, your crime wasn't exactly petty.
He wanted to reinvestigate the case. He recruited Angel Starr, and then convinced Bruce Goodman.
Detective Goodman.
Yeah, that's right.
If the evidence is transferred, I'll lose my only chance to find out the truth. Please, you gotta help me.
Goodman turned him down, as he ought to. Still, Jake Marshall didn't know when to quit.
He stole Goodman's ID card and tried to take the evidence.
Goodman came to me that day. He wanted to file a lost item report. I went with him to the evidence room. Then all of a sudden he decided to speak out.
I see.
What are you talking about, Goodman?
Can you please reopen the investigation, Chief? We can't transfer the evidence out. There are too many questions left unanswered.
He opened his evidence locker, and as he was taking out the evidence, he said,
"It's not too late. I'm gonna hand all this over to Marshall." Oh, poor guy.
Well, to be honest, I was a bit taken back by his words. I had a bad feeling when he came to see me, but I never thought he'd bring up SL9. That's when I saw it. That accursed knife.
Right.
I couldn't just pull it out.
Doing so would have only led to more blood, making it near impossible to hide your crime.
Even so, the blood was just pouring out. I didn't know who might stumble in, so I hurried to wipe it up. I was worrying so much about my floor I didn't realize my fatal mistake.
The bloody handprint. Gumshoe's locker.
I used to be known as the crime computer, but everyone has to start somewhere, I guess. I was too nervous. I had no business doing any of it.
Then you put the body in my car.
I'm sorry, I couldn't think of any other way to move the body. I broke your trunk, but what's the big deal? You make a lot more than us detectives ever will.
Ugh. Leaving the prosecution's car aside, how? How could you get Miss Sky involved in all of this?
Well, she had as much to lose as I did if the truth came out.
So, you took the evidence from Goodman's locker.
I felt bad for having to do it. I also didn't have the time to pick and choose what to take.
So, you left the jar, fragments, and the glove.
Yeah? Looks like I was better off being an investigator for crimes other than a committer. They all did their best to get in my way. I gotta hand it to them. They do their jobs well, much to my dismay.
Fake evidence doesn't hold up very well upon close examination. You must have known that.
Tell me, Worthy, why do you stand in court?
Me?
You despise criminals. I can feel it. You and me, we're the same.
How dare you? No, Edward, that's not true.
One day you'll understand. Oh, believe me, you will. You're just one man. You'll see what it really takes to bring them down once you try to go it alone.
No, Edward, you're better than that. It's not true.
Well, looks like it's time to say goodbye. Oh, Wedgie. What? Looks like we'll have to cancel that lunch date. Sorry, old friend.
Ugh.
I'm sorry too, Damon Gant. I knew you as used to be a long time ago. You were once a fine investigator and example to others on the force. I'm sorry to learn that you are no longer that person. Those days are gone now, Wedgie. Thanks for all the memories, though. Don't worry, you'll be fine. Now you have Wright here, and Worthy. With these two around, you can't go wrong. In fact, I can hear them already. The melodious sounds of a new beginning.
Well, I'm glad you're happy for us, I guess. What? Bizarre. There are two things I want you to understand. Yes? First, your sister never hurt anyone. And second, Damon Gant betrayed you from the beginning. You see, Miss Skye, you no longer have any reason to keep silent. You're right. When this trial is over, I'll tell everything. All that I've done these past 2 years. From the time I had Gant help me forge evidence up until today.
So, it seems all the questions raised in this trial have been answered.
I'm sorry, Miss Skye. I couldn't get you out of all your trouble. My. What high standards you have for a rookie. I can see why Mia thought so highly of you. Who knows? A few years from now, you just might make it to the top. Oh. Wow. I've waited so long to see that smile. I owe you my thanks, Mr. Wright. Miss Skye. And to you too, Mr. Edgeworth. You've suffered every bit as much as I have these past few days. Believe me, I know how much of an ordeal that's been for you. Huh. It was nothing. Oh. Edgeworth. Liar. I was worried the pressure might break you. And yet, you rose above it all and guided Mr. Wright to victory. You've done well, Mr. Edgeworth. Oh, yay. Stop it. I only did my job. No, it's okay. Oh, I'm so happy for him.
In light of this case, it seems a good self-examining is in order for all of us. Miss Skye?
Yes, Your Honor?
You are innocent of murder, however. Although the chief blackmailed you, the fact is you still acted as his accomplice. A trial will be scheduled for these crimes at a later date.
Yes, I understand, Your Honor. Oh, I like seeing her smiling.
Is there something amusing about all this? Why are you smiling?
It's been a long time, Your Honor. A long time since I felt free of those heavy chains. Oh.
Well, this trial has gone on far too long already. Regarding the charge of murder, this court finds the defendant, Miss Lana Sky,
not guilty. We did it. Wow.
That is all. The court is adjourned.
Wow, I can't believe it's finally over. Wow. You know? At long last, it's finally over, yep. Emma? Oh no, what's wrong? Why the long face? I'm sorry your sister didn't get completely off the hook, but at least she wasn't convicted for a murder she didn't commit. No, that's not it. Just now, after the trial ended. I can see why Mia Fey thought so highly of you. I owe you my thanks, Mr. Wright. And to you too, Mr. Edgeworth. You suffered every bit as much as I have for these past few days. You've done well. Huh? Oh, no, Yeah, she's proud of you too. You know, I did my best too. But Lana didn't say a single word to me. Oh my god. Hi. Again. Hope I'm not interrupting anything, pals. Yeah. Oh, guess I am. I'll come back later. Wait, Gumshoe, what is it? You're doing this on purpose, aren't you? Making a detective run around like while on duty. And to oh my god, again with this shit. And to swap it off, you'll call me here. I've seen happier people at funerals. Hey, lighten up, pals. I'm only kidding. Oh. Are you here because of my sister again? Nope. Not this time. I came today because of, you, pal. Me? That's right. I thought you'd like to see someone. Oh. Lana! Should you be doing this? She's still under arrest, you know. Ah. Well, I won't sell if you won't. And this is why you're my favorite. Emma, I owe you an apology. It's okay, sis. Don't worry about it. That day 2 years ago. Was the first time in my life I ever panicked. It was all I could do to keep myself from screaming. All I could think about was keeping you from getting wrapped up in that mess. Sis. I asked Gan to help me cover up the truth. I thought I was doing it for your sake. But now I realize I was wrong. I changed after that day. I had to. It was the only way I could make it through the past 2 years. I knew how much I was hurting you by distancing myself. But I couldn't bring myself to tell you what I did. I was scared. Scared that you would look at me with those eyes of yours. I was scared of how you'd react if you knew. But sis, you were only doing it for me! No. Huh? I turned my back on you that day. In hiding what I believed to be the truth, I was deceiving you. Sis. I'm such a fool. It took me all this time to realize it. Emma, I'm so sorry. But, sis, you don't have to apologize. I'm happy now. You're happy? Of course. You know, sis, I always knew that one day you'd come back. Oh my god. And now you have. Oh, look at her. Oh, Emma! Oh, that's so cute. Oh my god. I never thought I'd get so emotional over this shit. Oh. No one can change the past. The only thing we can do is strive to make up for our mistakes. Oh, look at them, aren't they precious? Why must we make up for our mistakes, you ask? Because in so doing, we can find the way back to our rightful path. And it is from there that we can move on to a brighter future. At least that's what I felt, watching the two sisters make up.
Mr. Wright, Mr. Gumshoe.
Me?
Thank you both for all that you've done. I'm sure we'll meet again someday. Isn't that right, Edgeworth?
Edgeworth?
Stop hiding and come over here.
Oh, look at him. You don't have to be embarrassed. Where was he hiding?
I just came to say, congratulations.
Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Edgeworth.
Right, well, I'll be going now.
Mr. Edgeworth, I hope you don't blame yourself for what happened. We were the ones who acted corruptly, not you.
Yeah, don't blame yourself.
It's too late for me. No matter what anyone may say, I realize today that I can't correct my mistakes.
No, it's okay. It's
Mr. Edgeworth! Not only that, but I don't even trust myself anymore. Chief Gant was right.
No, don't listen to him.
You despise criminals, I can feel it. You and me? We're the same.
No.
One day you'll understand. Oh, believe me, you will. You're just one man. You'll see what it really takes to bring them down once you try to go it alone.
I do despise criminals. I plan to dedicate my entire life to fighting them. But in order to fight crime on my own, I'd need a weapon. It's scary, but I've known that to be true for quite some time now.
But Edgeworth,
who knows? Given enough time, I might have tried to pull something like Chief Gant did.
No, you wouldn't.
That thought terrifies me. That's why I can't continue on as a prosecutor.
No, what are you talking about?
Edgeworth, don't you understand? Damon Gant and your mentor, Mandarin Ron Karma, were both the best of the best when it came to fighting crime. But they both made the same mistake. You said, in order to fight crime on my own, I'd need a weapon. That may be true, but think back to today's trial.
You weren't alone. Yeah, you had me, right?
You were working together with Mr. Wright, and because of that partnership, you were able to present the evidence that otherwise would have gone undiscovered. Isn't that right, Mr. Wright?
Uh-huh, what? Oh, yeah. What is this, a pop quiz?
Come on, Mr. Wright. Show him what Lana's talking about.
Evidence, huh? Something that neither Edgeworth nor I would have been able to find on our own. I mean, let's see, is it... Oh, wait! I know what it is! Hold on. You and me. We did this together, didn't we?
That's the picture I drew.
Our counterattack began with this. You had one half of the evidence list and I had the other. Apart, we wouldn't have been able to completely restore Emma's picture. That didn't just happen by chance, Mr. Edgeworth. Yeah, we're in this together. You and me. What? It's time for me to go.
Mr. Edgeworth.
If you'll excuse me, there's still some loose ends that need wrapping up. Take care, Chief Prosecutor. But you're just gonna leave? No. Edgeworth, what will you do now? Well, whatever you do, just remember. You can let what happened kill the prosecutor in you, or you can let it help you grow. In the end, it's up to you. I know. It seems I owe you my thanks too, right? But what I face now is my problem. Edgeworth, I'll be waiting for you in court. Farewell. Oh. I guess that's it for him then.
I'd better be going too. Okay, but I'll be by to visit soon. It seems we both have a lot to learn, and catching up to do. Here, this is a little something for you. Scientific investigation? It's the first book I ever bought. Studied well. Thanks, sis. I will.
And so, another case came to a close. As for the sisters, I have faith.
Oh.
They're both so precious. Faith that their lives have only just begun. And as for me, I think it's time I started on a new journey of my own. Oh, it's everyone. A journey to rediscover myself. Well, don't go trekking off just yet, pal. What is it, Detective? There's just a little matter to be resolved about the Chief Prosecutor. You see, she isn't supposed to be out of jail like this.
But
I thought you said it was okay. Yeah, well, it may be okay with me, but the folks at the prison are a different story. Oh, huh? Basically, I had to bribe a guard in order to sneak her out for 30 minutes. Believe me, it wasn't cheap either. Huh?
way to go, Detective. I didn't know you had a wild side.
Yeah, well, you see, Mr. Wright here is the one who'll be footing the bill. Oh. Okay. Thanks a lot. What, you think I could afford it with my salary? You gotta be kidding me, pal. Huh? Oh.
Thank you, Mr. Wright. You're the best.
Why is it? I suddenly feel like I want to scream. Hey, I got an idea. Why don't we all go pay it off together?
Yeah, that's a great idea. Come on, guys. Let's go!
Oh, it is finally... Oh. Okay, I guess I'll just let the credits play here. But like, oh my god, I can't believe this is over, you know? And yeah, Oh, we have more of this.
I arranged for a friend of mine in Europe to take care of Emma. I hope she'll be pleased to study under a top coroner. As for me, this affair has been pretty much ended in my days at the prosecutor's office. Still, I'll manage to find my way back to the field somehow. Then, I'll be able to investigate crimes together with Emma. Oh, that'd be so sweet. Okay, I guess we have another, like, Where Are They Now segment. Which is nice. This has been one wild ride for the past year. Just cause, like, this LP started so long ago. Oh, just a second. Yikes, I thought I was a goner for a moment there. In the end, though, they overlooked my unauthorized investigation of the chief's office. If we penalized you anymore, it'd be worse than firing you. Yep, that's what they said. It just goes to show, you can't shake me off that easily.
Well, good to know. But yeah, it's been like a really tough year with me like getting sick, because like I never get sick, and I got so sick so many times this year, which really affected my voice and my energy, and I started a new job, and I'm just having a really tough time like personally, in my personal life after graduating, and yeah, it's been a lot, but I made it through, right? My new mission is to guard the main entrance and take care of Billy! Can you believe it? I've been demoted to security guard! My partner's keeping an eye on this entrance for me today. I'll show them, though! Someday I'm gonna make detective! Yes, sir! Then I can be just like that Dick Gumshoe! Aww. But yeah, I mean, that's why there's been so many breaks this year with this LP, and I'm trying to be more on top of things this year, and I have a lot of plans for this year and these LPs, cause yeah, this... Oh wait, just one second. Do we have more? Oh. Hi, again. I have a feeling that might be coming back. But, yeah, I have a lot more plans this year for, like, making for making consistent Let's Plays, and not taking as many breaks if I can help it, at least, like, with my health, you know? So I'm just very excited to, like, get back into, like, uploading regularly, and sharing these stories with people who are willing to listen, right? So... Oh, here we go.
What is it?
Can't you see I'm having me a showdown with the steak lunch, partner? Miss Star managed to sneak this into me. She's seen one of the guards, it seems. Well, cowboy, looks like you did it. You even gave Bambina back her smile. Can you make sure Billy and the gang get their water? Yeah. So yeah, this LP was supposed to be recorded basically before the end of the new year, so I don't... Oh, it looks like we won't be seeing each other for a while. As a farewell gift, I put a new meal on the menu. The Right Way lunch. The top layer tastes a bit as bitter as defeat, but the bottom layer is as sweet as victory. Kids seem to dig the Turnmouth theme. It's a hot seller around exam time. Just make sure not to eat it backwards. So yeah, I mean, this was supposed to be, like, recorded by the end of this year, 2022, right? And we'll see if I can edit it all and upload it all by the end of this year, but probably not. So if this comes out in 2023, then that's what it's gonna be, but...
I'll never forget what that young defense lawyer said. Oh, let's see, what's his name again? Mr. Left?
Oh, come on.
Anyway, he said he's been doing, something or other for, how many years? Well, anyway, I've got another trial to get to, so I better be, Huh? Oh, no, I forgot my gavel. Sorry, gotta go.
Oh, now we know what his chair looks like. That's neat. Okay. But yeah, I mean, I was trying to get this done, you know, at the end of 2022, so that we can, like, start fresh for 23. And, yeah, so the next Let's Play will be, like, my first, you know, fresh thing in a while, and I'm very excited about that. But... Anyway. Oh, Maya! Nothing soothes the soul like a fresh country air. Still, sometimes I do miss hearing you and your objection. Still, I can't go back until I'm a full-fledged spirit medium. Mystic Maya, afternoon training's about to begin. Coming! Well, see you around, Nick. Oh, we visited her. But yeah, this has been quite a ride. Because I've loved this game so much. I've been trying to do this on my channel for a long time, basically since the beginning of the channel. So I'm just really glad that I revisited it. I'm gonna have so much fun when I come back and I do this again, you know? Because I will be taking a break between this game and the second game. But I do intend to at least finish the trilogy at some point, right? Mr. Edgeworth. Oh. Mr. Edgeworth? I brought you your tea. What's going on? Oh, is he... Interesting. I guess we'll see where he ends up in the second game. But, yeah, I'm really glad that I got to share this with people, because it's been so long, and I've loved this game forever. Thanks for coming to see me off. I can't believe I'm going to Europe. Thank you, Mr. Wright. Thank you so much for everything. I'm a little sad, but I'll be alright. Whenever I want to see Lana, all I have to do is open this book.
Oh, do I get to see? Alright, what's in here? Oh. Oh, that is precious. Wow. Aren't they cute? And yeah, I didn't expect, this last case, I didn't expect, like, to get so emotional, but I think that's what makes the case great for me. Like, I mean, I have been reflecting on this too, actually, over the past few episodes that I've been editing and stuff, but yeah, I've been thinking a lot about how maybe the writing was supposed to be obvious, that Gant was our villain, but maybe it wasn't. Because I'm thinking about, like, the time that this game was written, right? And, like, for me, it's like, I've always been suspicious of authority, right? Like, I don't express it a whole lot on this channel, but, like, yeah, I mean, I'm always suspicious, right? and especially of, like, police, and especially with, like, the stories I've been hearing over the past few years, and my personal experience with the police, too. Like, I have personal reasons to not be super trusting. So I guess to me, like, corruption just seemed kind of obvious to me. Maybe that's where my head was at. And maybe it just is more obvious with, like, the current climate. It is interesting to think about that maybe this could possibly be, like, a product of its time, or a product of its, like, location even, because I have no idea what, like, what the public's trust in police is like in Japan and all of that. So if y'all have any thoughts on that specifically, I'd love to hear it, but anyway, like, I think what the real pull for me in the last case was definitely the relationship between Emma and Lana, because I don't know, you're gonna notice on the channel that I have a weird thing with, like, sibling relationships. Like, that shit gets me every time. So yeah, I wasn't sure about the last case, but I think it really stuck the landing for me. And wow. And I'm looking at this title screen right now, and I'm remembering just where I was when I started this, and it's just been such a ride. So, for those of you that have really stuck it out this long, for, like, the past year-ish on my channel with this series, thank you. Especially since I know I haven't been uploading as much, because so much has been going on in my personal life and in my health, you know? But, you know, my voice is stronger than it was before. It's coming back. And I will have more energy to make more videos in the coming year. So, I hope that y'all can join me for the next year, and we'll tell more stories and make more memories. So, anyway, especially to those of you who have made it this far, and stuck with me for this long, thank you so much for watching. And I will see you in the next LP. Here's to 2023.